Alright, good evening everybody. Welcome into HamShackTV. I'm your host Josh AA4WX. Got breaking severe weather in progress. Hope everybody's doing well. We are going to have a major severe weather outbreak occur, and it's starting right now. So let's get to work here. I'm going to make this a little bigger, I think. Yeah, there we go. So I wanted to get on here and get going with a bunch of stuff. We've got a severe weather event already in progress. This is really across the Midwest at this point. These colors over here on the right side, don't pay too much attention to those right now. Those are not important at all. This is tomorrow. Well, they are important, but this is tomorrow's severe weather outlook. So please do not pay attention to these colors. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and kill those off for now. There we go. All right, so we've got several things going on here. We have a tornado. Let's see here. There's a mesa scale discussion in regards to a tornado watch right in through here. I don't know why the tornado watch is not appearing on screen because it's turned off. That's why. All right, so we've got all these yellow counties. Every yellow county you see here, mostly Missouri, northern Arkansas, northern Missouri, and western Tennessee are under a tornado watch. You can see we've got storms breaking out in other places. Let's switch to radar instead of model data here. And I want the National Mosaic radar right now. So you see we got storms breaking out across western, let's see here. This would be western Arkansas. And we've got several severe thunderstorm warnings, but we also have tornado warnings in progress. Let's go ahead and hit these. Let me get a little bit of a better radar site for us to look at here. The Springfield, Missouri, maybe. It's pretty much directly between Springfield and St. Louis, so we'll stick with Springfield. Pretty robust supercell here, folks. Pretty robust. I want to go ahead and take a look at this side by side, and yes, you certainly see we have a couplet in progress. We've got 2 tornado warnings in progress. This one to the west is about to expire. This one up here is just recently issued, and it's really replacing this one back here. Very robust signature of a tornado potential here, and you can see by the hook right in here as well. Let's get busy here. 2.5 inch size hail, folks. We're talking tennis ball size hail falling in this storm. Let's get to work. Tornado warning is in effect for southeastern Pulaski County in central Missouri and central Phelps County until 8:15. This is going to be near Fort Leonard Wood. At 7:30 p.m., a tornado-producing thunderstorm was located near Fort Leonard Wood, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. This is a radar-confirmed tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Let's see here. Locations impacted include Newburgh, Rolla, North Y, Doolittle, and Fort Leonard Wood. Interstate 44 between mile markers 176 and 179. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what you're seeing here. So the greens are going towards the radar site. The reds are going away from the radar site. So clearly, we have a counterclockwise motion. And in the northern hemisphere, we're always going to see severe weather with, there we go, now y'all can see me. In the northern hemisphere, we're always going to see a counterclockwise motion. We're never going to see a clockwise motion. If you ever notice your drain on your bathtub or your sink or something like that, you can see it's always counterclockwise. You go to the southern hemisphere and it changes. Anyway, that stuff's not important. We got lives at risk. So there you go. That's our first tornado warning in progress. So if you're in anywhere downstream of this tornadic thunderstorm, let me get that warning out of the way here. Newburgh, let's see here. These are county roads, I guess. Highway 63, Newburgh, Doolittle, Rolla, Highway 63, Highway 72, Interstate 44, on up to St. James. St. James, I want you to keep an eye on this one. This is going to be heading your way here very shortly. Very, very volatile situation. Let's move on up. We've got another tornado warning. We actually have a chaser on it here. We'll go with the St. Louis radar site here. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing what they're pointing at here. That radar sight's down, so we're going to have to rely on St. Louis, St. Charles area here. Yeah, we got a little conflict of winds right up in here, just the west of Wellsville. So let's take a look at the statement here. Let the National Weather Service make the warnings. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8 p.m. Central Time for northeastern Callaway County in central Missouri and Montgomery County in east central Missouri. At 7:30 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Williamsburg, or 12 miles southwest of Wellsville, moving northeast at 75 miles per hour. Wow, that thing's hauling the mail, 75 miles an hour. That's insane speed. Tornado, quarter size hail, radar indicated rotation. This tornado will be near Williamsburg by 7:30 p.m. Other locations impacted include Reform and Middletown. This also includes Graham Cave State Park and Interstate 70 between mile markers 155 and 175. So 2 tornado warnings in progress. Technically 3, but 2 warnings in progress. This one will likely be expiring here soon. Yeah, that one's expiring. So let me come back down to that. That is the much more dangerous tornadic thunderstorm at this point. Let me switch back to the Springfield, Missouri radar site here. And yeah, actually there might be another circulation right here. Yeah, I believe there is. So let's take this seriously, make it a set, and not think it's a. This is expiring in 4 minutes, though, folks. So we'll see what they do with this. Tornado warning remains in effect until 7:45 p.m. Central Time for southeastern Pulaski County and northern Texas County. At 7:29, a confirmed tornado was near. Near Fort Leonard Wood, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. This is a radar confirmed tornado, and it is going to impact Fort Leonard Wood. As a matter of fact, based off the map, it looks like it'd probably go a little south of Fort Leonard Wood, but Edgar Springs, you need to be looking out for this here soon. All right, let's take a look elsewhere and otherwise. Again, we have a pretty large area that's under a tornado watch. All the way along the Mississippi River, all the way down to the Delta, pretty much the Delta, just north of New Orleans. Mostly on both sides of the river. And then we have tornado watch from northeastern Missouri, as well as parts of northwestern Missouri. Rogers, Fayetteville, and Fort Smith, you are not included in the tornado watch. Southeast Missouri is under the tornado watch, as well as parts of extreme eastern Missouri over towards St. Louis. And then moving up further, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that extends all the way from Sioux City up to Mankato, Rochester, Minnesota, as well as across Minnesota, down into the extreme southwestern portion of Wisconsin, and into northern Illinois, all the way over to Chicago. So we do have a very dynamic system in progress here. Guys, if you got any questions, jump in the comments and let me know who's watching, all that kind of stuff. N2 AKJ is here. I think New York is also on the list as well. Not sure what list we may be talking about, but anyway, tonight's not even the main show, folks. Tonight's not even the main show. Tomorrow evening, afternoon and evening, things are going to break out. We are going to see a very large tornado outbreak, very likely tomorrow. We'll go ahead and kick on all the data here. This is tomorrow's outlook. The green, you have general thunderstorms. The next level of green, or the yellow. I take it back. Sorry. The green is going to be a marginal threat, a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. The yellow is going to be a slight risk, a level 2 out of 5 risk. This brownish orange, whatever color you'd call that, this is going to be a level 3 out of 5 risk, an enhanced risk of severe weather. Further down, you see the red circle. This is a moderate risk, a level 4 out of 5 risk for severe weather. And then finally down here in Birmingham in the pink, all the way from Birmingham, Talladega, Gadsden, Alabama, down through Tuscaloosa, over to Jackson, Mississippi, and down towards Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I'm glad I zoomed in because I thought that was Vicksburg. Yeah. down to Hattiesburg. This pink area is a highly, highly rare event. This is a high risk for severe weather tomorrow. You don't see but maybe one high risk a year. And even some years you don't even get high risk. Let's go and take a look at the probabilities here. This is the probability of tornadoes. So we'll get rid of this and zoom out here. The green area is going to be a 2% risk for tornadoes. The brown is going to be a flood watch. The brown is going to be a 5% risk. And then we move into this yellow area, yellow, orange, whatever you want to call it area. This is going to be a greater chance. It's a 10% chance of tornadoes, but you also see these dashed lines. This means it's a significant risk. So in this particular area with the hatched area, this is an opportunity to see strong, violent, long track tornadoes. These are not something you want to play with. So you got the 10% risk area, but on top of that, you've got the significant risk on top of you as well. Down here in the red, this is going to be I don't like how it grabs the watches first, but a 15% risk of tornadoes with a significant severe risk. And then further down in here into the central Alabama area where the high risk is significant severe plus a 30% risk. Very, very dangerous situation. If you have friends anywhere along the Gulf Coast all the way up to Tennessee, Kentucky, make sure you give them a call today and make sure that they're aware and watching for this tomorrow. Into AKJ is back. He says, make sure HTs and spare batteries and generators are gassed up. HF rigs and antennas are ready. Absolutely. Very, very good information. And definitely appreciate you sharing that along. Just checking up here to see if we've got any changes to our warnings. And, okay, that other warning that was just to the south of Fort Leonard Wood is now gone. We've got these orange boxes that you see. These are severe thunderstorm warnings. There's so many of them I can't cover them all. But we'll call out some of this information here. Up into Minnesota, you got St. James and Fairmont. You got down into Iowa, Mason City, Osage, New Hampton, Waverly, Waterloo, Vinton. And while I'm looking at this, let me switch to the National Mosaic. Washington, got Mount Pleasant, Burlington, Fort Madison, and Keokuk. All right, so here's what I want to point out. So you can see all this up in here. That doesn't look like severe thunderstorms to me, does it you? That's not it. So you've got your low pressure center back in here, right around Omaha. And this is extremely, extremely heavy winds back in here, especially along this leading edge. So those winds are blowing out. That's why we've got severe thunderstorm warnings pretty much wall to wall all the way around the beginning of the rain shield. We move on down here back into Missouri. You also see we've got Quincy, Hannibal, Vandalia. Is this a new tornado warning? No, it's the same one we've already had, I think. Yeah, same one we already had. Wellsville with the tornado warning as well. Moving on down just east of Jefferson City, we got Owensville, Vienna, Dixon, St. Robert. We still got the tornado warning over Rolla. Sherrill, Licking, and Houston. On back into Fordland, Seymour, Mansfield, and Ozark. All severe thunderstorm warnings. We move on further down into Arkansas. You got just to the west of Mountain Home, Yellville, Western Grove, Jasper, Clarksville, Scranton, and Coal Hill. All severe thunderstorm warnings. So quite a bit going on this evening. It's going to be a long night for some folks. It won't be for me unless we're just going crazy with a massive tornado outbreak in the overnight. I'm going to be sleeping because I've got to go cover the Sevier County Hamfest tomorrow for you guys. Stop number 2 on the first ever HamShackTV Hamfest tour, fueled by Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League. If you're looking to get your ham radio license, check out hamradioprep.com. Use my coupon code HamShackTV for an additional 10% off. All right, let's get rid of some of the stuff off the screen here. So tomorrow's risks are gone. You do see these green counties lit up here. This is a flood watch. Flood watch is in effect for most of these areas in Kentucky and Tennessee and even extreme northwestern Georgia. Some counties in north central Alabama have flood watches as well. Northeastern Mississippi, and some of West Tennessee as well. All right, so let's go back to the National Mosaic. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the model data. All right, and we will turn off the watches. All right, they're gone. Let me pull this flood watch down too. All right, so this ought to be easier. All right, so just so you can see this red area, that's the mesoscale discussion. But this is the HRRR, the high resolution rapid refresh, and we will just go ahead and start scrolling through here. All right, as you can see, let's start up here. So you can see where our low pressure center is in southwestern Iowa, and we've got the cold front stretching all the way down here to eastern Texas. So especially, as you can see, over the next couple of hours, let me clear this off. As you can see, over the next couple of hours, we're going to start seeing an explosion of thunderstorms from near College Station, Texas, on up towards Little Rock. And as we develop, it's going to move to the east and start progressing. Now, it's going to get over here into the deep south, into Mississippi and Alabama, and it's going to start tapping into some energy that does not exist yet. But I want you to keep a close eye on one thing right around right here. So as we move forward in time, right now, we are at, well, I can't see. But you see this explosion all of a sudden. It's just this explosion around Killeen, Texas, just to the south of Dallas and north of Austin. This is a new low pressure center that's going to form. A new low. And what that's going to do is that's going to strengthen and be fuel to the fire for all these thunderstorms that are going to develop right here. This is 5 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern time. We move forward in time, you can see we start seeing an explosion of thunderstorms along this area. Now what's happening here is we're seeing a warm front develop right in through here. Your low pressure center, your secondary low, is going to form right here, and it's going to move through here. All right, so your low pressure is there, probably setting up a new cold front right through here, okay? As we move forward in time, storms continue to blossom. Here we are at noon, and we have a rain shield kind of over the Cumberland Plateau, but I want to say something that we're keeping a very close eye on for East Tennessee specifically. See this, how it clears out of East Tennessee? And we can only go out 18 hours on this particular model. If we start getting clearing in East Tennessee, this is going to spell bad news. Bad news. So something to keep a very close eye on. I want to show you the NAM model, the North American Mesoscale model. We'll let it load in here a little bit. All right, you see pretty much the same thing. So the only problem with the NAM, of course, this NAM run is a little old. It's about 4 or 5 hours old. So nothing over here in Missouri has developed yet, right? So you see here's that, and it's pretty spot on with that. And it picks up on this new this new low pressure center as well, roughly about 5 a.m. Same place, right? So we move up forward in time. Here's your new cold front, but check that out. A lot more of East Tennessee will stay in the clear and miss the morning showers, which is good for the Sevier County Hamfest, no question about it. But again, are we going to tap into sunshine in both East Tennessee, northern Alabama, or all of Alabama for that matter, southern middle Tennessee, and northern Georgia? I'm afraid we might. This is a very, very concerning setup, and as you can see, things start to develop. Now, any of these little rogue things, yeah, don't let their intensity fool you. Just because they don't look bad, they're going to be bad, okay? Especially because they're going to tap into the moist, unstable air that's going to develop down there. So here's your cold front. It's starting to move through Mississippi, across into Alabama. We could see some discrete supercells anywhere along this line. So we will transition more towards a straight line wind event when this line starts to move through, but it is very possible for there to be some spin ups within that line. We see moving on, and now this part is a little concerning to me. So check out right as this comes across the Cumberland Plateau, just to the west of Chattanooga. See how we start having development out in front of the main line? Yeah, I'm a little concerned because it's still quite close to the main line, so I don't know if it will be able to have enough fuel to really take off, and these discrete supercells out in front to be a big threat. But we can't let our guard down, folks. This is 11 o'clock tomorrow night, Saturday night, and you can see most of this is moving through East Tennessee. The line really kind of breaks up. And I don't mean break up as in dissipate. I mean breaks up as in separates. We go into kind of a little bit more of a cellular mode, it looks like. Now, this could be erroneous data. But that could be problemsome if the cells start to break up. Then we see over into Georgia, things continue to develop as well. So quite a dangerous situation developing. Let me see if I've got any more products I can throw at you here. Significant tornado parameter. Any units above, or any numbers above 1 are considered a significant threat for tornadoes. Anything green is better than 1. Okay, it's greater than 1. You can see numbers are just screaming in eastern Mississippi and western Alabama. You see we do have a good bit of significant tornado parameter north of Chattanooga. This is an index product, folks, so it basically takes a bunch of model data, puts it together, and gives us this estimate. And you can see we still got some threats into Tennessee during this time. Let's switch over to the HRRR, and we will move out in time. See, not big numbers. Look at that down in Mississippi. My Lord. So again, this only goes out to 1 o'clock tomorrow. So we don't have all the data in yet. But for you folks, if there's anybody under the sound of my voice in the state of Mississippi or Alabama, you need to have your tornado plan now. This stuff could hit overnight for you. Some of it anyway. Go ahead, everybody, if you're in the path of these storms, go ahead and have a way to receive warnings. Have your severe weather plan in place, and we'll make it, okay? So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the warnings back on the screen here. And then I'll go back to, that's the radar data. Let me get the warnings back up. Tornado severe. We don't really need flood. And let me see if I can pull down the opacity, because I need that to be a little easier. And then we will also do the same thing. And for UPDs in the house, it says in Baldwin County, east of Mobile Bay. So the primary threat's going to be probably north of you, but don't let your guard down for sure. I'm not going to put the flash flood watches back on there. So we're going to put that here. Let's check and make sure we haven't missed any new tornado warnings. No, these are the exact same in progress. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got to step away for a few minutes. I'm going to put the single site radar on from St. Louis. Actually, wait. New tornado warning, I believe. Yes, new tornado warning. National Weather Service in Springfield, Missouri has issued tornado warning for southeastern Marys County, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, central Missouri, and northeastern Phelps County, and east central Missouri until 8:15 p.m. Central Time. At 7:45 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Rolla, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. I'll zoom in on that a little bit. Or 70 miles an hour, 70. Tornado and tennis ball size hail. That's pretty significant, folks. Tennis ball size hail. Holy crap. Flying debris will be dangerous. This is radar indicated rotation. Locations impacted include Rosati, St. James, and Rolla. Interstate 44 between mile markers 192 and 200. All right, so that's that tornado warning. That's basically a replacement for the other one. Let's go through and take a look at some of the parameters here. I'm going to switch back to Springfield because I think it gave us a little bit better review on this particular storm. Alright. Not crazy about what I'm saying, but there's certainly rotation there. Let's go over to the correlation coefficient. Not really seeing any signs of a drop in CC, as they call it. I'm going to switch to the site that they think is best for it. Yeah, no real signs of a correlation or of any drop of the CC. Let's take a look at the VIL. And yeah, look at that. That's some big VIL numbers. VIL is vertically integrated liquid. Big numbers right there. Probably some very large hail. Cars getting destroyed on Highway 63 just south of Rolla. So stay safe. Don't get out in this. Also down towards Edgar Springs, we have a severe thunderstorm warning down here. For a very large hail on that one too. That would be tennis ball size hail as well. This is that time of year, folks. We're just in the large hail business this time of year, unfortunately. Let's take a look at how high the storms are. Very tall thunderstorms, extending about almost 40,000 feet in the sky. So not a big surprise there. Let me do hydrometeor classification. So I don't expect you folks to know what this means. Heavy rain, we got hail, large hail. Yeah, nothing really indicating that we have a tornado on the ground with this particular storm. Got a few other folks here. N4UH or UPD says, I have relatives that live right in the middle of Alabama in Chilton County. Certainly understand that. Make sure they're aware. Jason's in the house, KD0RHK. Appreciate you guys being here. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got to step aside for a few minutes. I do have an alarm on me that will tell me if we have any new warnings. So I'm going to put you to full screen here. And I'm going to step away. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. I'm going to step away for a few minutes. If there's any other warnings, I'll come back here shortly. Again, folks, we're monitoring severe weather that is in progress here in Missouri. Actually had another new tornado warning. Let's hit this real quick. Let me turn down this music here for a minute. All right, this is new tornado warning. This is going to be for Dent County and East Central Phelps County. Let me zoom in on this. And yeah, look at the screaming hook going into that. I don't blame them at all for issuing this tornado warning. National Weather Service Springfield has issued tornado warning for northwestern Dent County and south central Missouri, east central Phelps County and east central Missouri until 8:30 p.m. At 8:05 p.m., severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was 11 miles south of Rolla, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Tornado and baseball size hail, folks. We're talking about even bigger hail at this point now. Our radar indicated locations impacted include Lake Spring and Lacoma. Take cover now if you are in that particular area. Again, tornado warning. Northwestern Dent County and east central Phelps County and east central Missouri until 8:30 p.m. Very, very dangerous situation. Even if there wasn't a tornado on the ground, which I would suspect we might have something going on, at least funnel cloud. Baseball size hail is going to destroy everything in its path. I mean, that is humongous hail. New tornado warning just issued. This is an extension. If I can get my words right. National Weather Service has issued tornado warning for northwestern Crawford County, southwestern Franklin County, and southern Gasconade County. I guess that's how you pronounce it. If anybody's in that area and knows that area, let me know if I pronounced that right. Gasconade. East central Missouri. Till 8:45 p.m. This is 8:07 p.m. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 12 miles west of Cuba, the city, not the country. Moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. This storm produced a tornado near Rolla. Okay, fire department has reported a tornado in Rolla. This is tornado and golf ball size hail. Radar indicated rotation. Locations impact include Sullivan, St. Clair, Cuba, Bourbon, Gerald, Parkway, Rosebud, Beaufort, Leslie, St. Cloud, Japan, not the country, Oak Hill, Noser Mill, and Stanton. This includes Interstate 44 between mile markers 203 and 214 and exits 225 and 240. All right, tornado warning, and this has had a record of producing a tornado. Northwestern Crawford County, southwestern Franklin County, and southern Gasconade County. All right, so they're talking about this storm right up here. So it would have produced a tornado in Rolla, right around here. And so it's followed the path, and likely if there's a tornado, this is where it's going to be, right up in here. So we'll zoom down a little bit. Let me get rid of my telestration here. So we're talking about Royal. We're talking about Mount Pittsca Ford. Boy, look at that. Quite a bit more intense. Got the winds just racing into this storm right here. Tornado is probably running through Royal right now. Jake Perry, you've got seconds. Or Jake's Prairie, I should say. You've probably got seconds. Get underground. Mount Pleasant Ford, get underground. Redbird, go ahead and get to your safe place now. You've probably got seconds. We're going to go up to Arthur Spring Ford, Seawolf Ford. You got all these farm roads up here. Farm Road EE, F, Wright Road, Oak Hill. This probably go just to the west of you, Oak Hill, but go ahead and get where you need to be. Glazer Ford and Bim. You need to be in your safe place right now. We got T, Owensville. This is probably going to drift just to your south, but you're right on the edge of this tornado warning. You might want to go ahead and just take shelter just to be safe. Further on down the line here, we'll move into Gerald, Mill Rock Ford, Strain, Champion City, Rockford, Lawbinger Ford. A lot of Fords here. Spring Bluff, Peters Ford, Noser Mill, Beaufort, Leslie, Port Hudson, Yeager's Shop, Jeffreysburg, Nyer. Stanton is probably going to be off to your north, but go ahead and take shelter anyway. Anaconda and St. Clair over here is probably going to move off to your north, but go ahead and be in the shelter now. major situation starting to develop, folks. We appreciate you joining HamShackTV. We got some comments here, and we got a good old friend Colin and VK's here. It's dry out here in our entire region. Lost power yesterday, 102 degrees Fahrenheit. No power, no services, no internet. I got you beat. I feel bad. Trust me, I felt bad for you, but I got you beat. Last summer when I went to Las Vegas, I experienced 117 degree fever. So, or not fever, but heat. Dirt and salt. Our insulators shorted out the power grid. Jason's in the house here. I'm watching the dangerous storm now from Minnesota, and I'm getting snow. I'm also a storm spotter with the National Weather Service. I believe it's GF, Great Falls, North Dakota, I believe. All right, you got a new tornado warning. This one's down in Arkansas, I should say, northwestern Arkansas. Go ahead and hit this here. National Weather Service Little Rock has issued tornado warning for northern Baxter County in north central Arkansas until 9 p.m. Central Time. At 8:11 Central Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Gassville or near Bull Shoals, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. It says tornado and quarter-size hail. Locations impacted include, boy, I like how they've got this organized. Clark Range, Gamaliel, Ozark Regional Airport, Gamaliel Landing, Mountain Home, Arkawana, Fawn Park, Norfolk Lake, Bull Shoals State Park, Midway in Baxter County, Robinson Point Landing, Lakeview in Baxter County, Colfax, Henderson, Gassville, and Cotter. Again, tornado warning for northern Baxter County and central Arkansas until 9 p.m. Central Time. Talking about this storm right here. Let me see if I can get a better look at this, because we are looking quite a bit away from it. We'll go down the Little Rock. Certainly a hook right here. Mountain Home, you need to be underground right now. Mountain Home for sure. Spring Lake Estates, you need to be underground. Monkey Run, this is on top of you right now. Fawn Park, get to your safe place right now. Kingwood Estates, Dogwood Park, Lakeside Terrace, Mallard Point, all these areas need to be in their safe place right now. Very dangerous situation evolving. We're going to keep an eye on it. Appreciate you being here. Right now, I'm going to send you back to some music, and we will keep an eye out. And if we have more warnings, we'll let you know. All right, going to be a busy night here, folks. I already got another new tornado warning. Boy, what a supercell. Lord have mercy. Look at this down here. Tornado warning. There's a tornado warning in Searcy County, southeastern Newton County, north central Johnson County, northwestern Van Buren County, and northern Pope County, all in central or western Arkansas until 9 p.m. Central Time. At 8:15, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles northeast of Holman, or 17 miles northeast of Clarksville, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. This is a radar-indicated tornado. Locations impacted include Canaan, Ben-Hur, Kay, Bohannon, Woolham, Chimes, Long Pool Campground, Imo, whatever, Rocky Hill, Whit Spring, Marshall, Nago, one or the other, Treat, Dennard, Moore, Dabney, Tilly, Botskenberg, Solo, and Leslie. Again, tornado warning for southern Searcy County, southeastern Newton County, east central Johnson County, northwestern Van Buren County, northern Pope County, and central Arkansas until 9 p.m. Very dangerous storm developing here. We'll take a look at the velocity data. Let me switch over here from velocities here. Velocity data, high res. Yeah, indeed. I mean, not huge, but it's there. It's there. It's going over some pretty rocky terrain, it looks like. It got several knobs: Pilot Knob, Waldo Mountain, Newton Knob. So we are in the heart of the Ozarks right now here, folks. So very concerning situation. Still got all the tornado warnings back up to the north, just west of St. Louis. And we'll stand by here for a while. Keep watching it. Appreciate y'all being here. We'll go back to the National Mosaic radar. That way you can get a good look. And we'll put it in motion. And we'll send you back to music. I'll be back with more warnings ensue. Guys, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell and all that good stuff down below. Appreciate your support. If you're interested in supporting the channel even further, we do have channel memberships available. You can check that down below. We also have some deals with some companies. If you're looking to get your ham radio license, Ham Radio Prep is the way to go. They are proud sponsors of the HamShackTV HamFest Tour. If you use my coupon code AA4 or HamShackTV, you'll get an extra 10% off their already great prices. Also, don't forget about Better Safe Radio. You can see that scrolling down below. They got great GMRS and ham radio HTs and other accessories and equipment. Go check them out. BetterSafeRadio.com. Coupon code is AA4WX7. Also, if you're looking to get into Meshtastic, we now have that available. Go check out a couple of videos ago. I posted something about that. I don't have the information handy at this time. So stand by, folks. When we get more warnings, I'll be back. Saying hello to Dan. Appreciate Dan being here. Tuscaloosa County. High and dry for right now, Dan. We'll come down here and take a look at you. Tornado watches are off to the west. We already... Ooh. Let me switch to the Memphis radar here. Oh, that's why it's not showing up. There we go. So, folks, here's what we've got to do here in the short term. We're going to have to keep an eye on down here. All these little pop-ups, if they can tap into just enough instability, these could be big-time supercells. Really big-time supercells. Let's put it in motion and see if we can see them developing. Yeah, specifically this one is running right up along Mississippi River right there, just to the north of Greenville. I have a better radar site somewhere down in that direction. Yeah, Jackson. We'll try Jackson. There we go. So yeah, these are already having supercellular characteristics. Folks in western Mississippi, I want you to keep your eyes out on this. Western and northern Mississippi, keep an eye on this. Jason says, listen to the scanner app, ham radio. Great. If you hear of anything interesting, let me know. All right, folks, new tornado warning is now in effect. Let's go check it out here. This is going to be in extreme southern Missouri. This is tornado warning for southeastern Ozark County, southwestern Howell County until 9 p.m. At 8:26. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. It's located over Fawn Park or near Home Mountain, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Tornado and golf ball size hail or radar indicated. Locations impacted include Moody, Caulfield, Bakersfield, Udall, and Norfolk Lake. Again, tornado warning for southeastern Ozark County, southwestern Howell County, till 9 p.m. Central Time. They're talking about this storm right here. We'll switch over here to local radar, and yep, indeed we do have a severe thunderstorm. Looks like it is rotating. We'll hit the Springfield, Missouri radar. Yes, for sure. This is a continuation of the tornado warning back to the south, I do believe. Yeah, rotation has certainly increased back here just to the northeast of Mountain Home. Dangerous situation. Keep an eye on it. We'll go back to standing by until we see more. Okay. We need to talk this through. Let me put myself back on screen. This is you don't see these very often, folks. You just don't see these very often. Let me scroll down here a little bit. Back in this area with this tornado watch, specifically the one in western Tennessee, northern Mississippi, eastern Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, western Kentucky, on up into southern Illinois. So the eastern part of the yellow that you see on screen, This is a PDS tornado watch. What is a PDS tornado watch? It's a particularly dangerous situation. These are rare. This is like a step above a regular tornado watch, right? So, read you the text. Tornado watch for portions of northeast Arkansas, southern Illinois, far southwest Indiana, western Kentucky, southeast Missouri, northern Mississippi, and western Tennessee, effective this Friday night and Saturday morning from 7:30 p.m. until 3 a.m. Central Time. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Primary threats include several tornadoes with a few intense tornadoes likely, widespread damaging winds, and scattered significant gusts to 80 miles per hour are likely, scattered large hail and very isolated, very large hail events to 2.5 inches in diameter are likely. Here's the summary. Severe thunderstorms are expected to develop across the watch area over the next several hours. Environmental conditions are very favorable for supercells capable of all hazards of severe weather, including very large and strong EF2 plus tornadoes. If storms can remain discrete, potential exists for a few long-track tornadoes. This tornado watch area is approximately long and 75 miles statute miles east and west of a line from 40. And y'all know where this is. I'm not going to read all that craziness to you. So, what does a tornado watch mean? Well, I think we all know this, but a tornado watch means conditions are favorable. This is a step above that. This is a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch, PDS tornado watch. Runs for the next 6 hours. So that gives me even more alarm to these storms back here into Mississippi. Let me switch back here to the single site radar. So there's two. You see me switching back and forth. We got a national mosaic, which is not that good of resolution. But then we have a single site radar, which I can pick, like Jackson, Mississippi here, and get a better look at that one with more definition. I can go to Little Rock, and we see this one storm right here, Beulah. Watching that one closely. We've got another one down here now near Leland. There's our friend Connor Croft. He's just driving around right now. And we've got storm chasers on the ground that we can check in on, that kind of thing. We can also click on Memphis and see what it looks like from up there. So here's the problem with this particular area. You're kind of in a null. You're right between three radar sites. So none of them are just perfect to see. Let's check on Brad Arnold. I believe this is Brad Arnold. Yep. Just driving along in the dark. Nothing really to see or do there yet. We'll check in on those guys every once in a while. Tell you what we'll do. We're going to pop Brad out and put him over here. And then we're going to pop Connor out. I don't need Connor's audio. Connor gives us some wild stuff. I mean, just wild stuff. And then Storm Runner Media. This is a new one for me. I'm not familiar with them. They're also on the same cell that Connor's on. Let y'all keep an eye on those, and we'll be back as conditions warrant. Keep an eye on these lightning flashes. I just saw in Connor's camera some lowering of clouds, so just keep an eye out on these lightning flashes, and I'll watch them with you. Alright, so we saw a flash right there on Connor's camera. He's the middle camera here. Definitely some lowering the clouds. I don't know if we have a wall cloud present, but no signs of a funnel cloud right there. We'll keep an eye on these. And I put these, drew these blue lines to match up the icon with what camera we're looking at here. Again, guys, if you appreciate the coverage that we do here on HamShackTV, we do have channel memberships and super chats available. You can find the super chats down below. It's the flashing green button down below in the chat. And also channel memberships are available next to the subscribe button where it says join. So we do appreciate your support. And also don't forget to check out all the links down below with the different programs we work with. Saw another lightning flash there, definitely a lowering, and that storm seems to be intensifying. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of these two, and we're going to look a little bit closer. Let me get rid of this. We're going to follow Connor. So we're looking out of the not seeing any crazy hook though. No real rotation. Is Monroe down? Yeah, I believe Monroe's down. Jackson any better? Yeah, this is just not in a great place, folks, for us to see where these are at. Starting to see some of the tornado watches trimmed back here to the west. Greg's in the house. It's not right. We don't want reflectivity. We want velocity. There we go. Not convincing rotation, but it's there. I have a feeling that this cell down below it, and over here too, is just, it's stealing some of the energy from the upper cell. Connor's starting to run into some rain here. Might be a little more difficult to see something in the sky. Jason says in Arkansas they are saying they see a hawk on radar, a hook on radar. Okay, let's go check and look at that. Let me get rid of the telestration here. Let's see. Yep, we're in Little Rock. Little Rock. Got several hooks. To be honest with you, Jason, several of them, and we're keeping Connor's webcam live here. Take a look here. Got a good hook west of Hector. One trying to develop just to the south of Marshall. Actually showing a 9 meso, so they very well could issue a tornado warning on that at any given time. Very good and healthy looking supercell. Just want to see a little bit more of a wrap with it for the hook to be there. It's very broken. Something is wrong. Why have I lost all of my warnings all of a sudden? There they are. They're back. Numerous tornado warnings. Here's a new one. Hello, we've got something here. National Weather Service has issued tornado warning for southeastern Ozark County, southeastern Howell County, northwestern Oregon County until 9:30 p.m. At 8:43 p.m., confirmed a large and very dangerous tornado, extremely dangerous tornado, was located over Bakersfield, or 19 miles southwest of Salem, and Fulton County, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Damaging tornado. Weather spotters confirmed this tornado at 8:40 p.m. A tornado was located near Bakersfield. You are in a life-threatening situation. Again, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground in southeastern Ozark County, southeastern Howell County, northwestern Oregon County until 9:30 p.m. Let's get busy and take a look at what we've got. And very good point here from the Weather Service, and we'll get rid of Connor here in a second. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait until you see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. So if you are in this box, you need to be underground. You need to be underground right this second. Let me get rid of Connor. And let's get to work here. We're going to go to the Springfield radar site. That's probably a little closer. And yes, very distinct TBS here. Very, very distinct. Not really seeing the hookish like format, but again, we're quite a bit away from the radar. Next closest radar would be Little Rock. And then the next beyond that would be St. Louis. Just checking the St. Louis radar. Yeah, you can see it there. It's not impressive. Springfield's probably our best angle looking into the back of the storm. Certain conflict of winds here for sure. Green is going towards the radar. Red is going away from the radar. You can see we've got definite counterclockwise spin here. And I drew that wrong. There it is. All right, so let's talk about some of these areas. Ott, Leota, Moody, Bakersfield, you should have already been underground. Caulfield, Ardita, Amy, Elijah, South Fork, Pottersville, Homeland, I should say. Cottbus, West Plains. West Plains is a very populated city, it looks like. Everybody within the limits of West Plains should be underground. Frankville, Chapin, or Chapin, however they pronounce it. Fruitville, probably a little to your east, but still take shelter. Brandsville, Pocahontas Crossing, Cole, up to White Church, Peace Valley, and Fonchin. Highway 63 is going to be in this as well. Right now, this is along Highway 101, as well as, I guess this is a County Road YY, Yankee. This is going to cross Highway 160 over towards Egypt Grove and Hokomo. You got South Fork that's going to be, this is basically probably going to follow Highway 160 all the way up through White Plains. If every single person I mean this. Every single person in White Plains that's under the sound of my voice needs to be in shelter right now. Very large and dangerous tornado heading directly for you right now. Be in shelter or heading towards shelter now. You've only got a couple of minutes. As a matter of fact, what was the speed on this? 50. All right, so we'll time this out. It's not what I want. All right, so we're going to measure this out. Ardita, you have 7 minutes. Egypt Grove, 8. Amy, 9. Hokomo, 10. South Fork, 13. West Plains, you have 23. I don't care if it's an hour. Go ahead and get to where you got to get. Get in the shelter now. And if you're mobile, you need to find the nearest substantial structure, gas station, restaurant, something. Find significant shelter immediately. Total population within my fan here is 12,300. So West Plains is probably not the biggest town, clearly, but it's certainly one of concern. One person is well worth it. I'll get rid of this. All right, numerous more tornado warnings. Let's go up here to just south of Wentzville. Got another tornado observed. Let me get to a closer radar to that one. And this is heading straight just to the north of St. Louis. Switching to the St. Louis radar site, we'll have a pretty good look at this. I mean, yeah, there's something there, but what's going on? Why is my... Something on my radar system's broke here, folks. J-Jack. Don't know what's broke. We're going to turn off radar Omega and start it again. So bear with me here, folks. You're going to see my ugly face for a minute. There we go. That's more like it. All right, here's our storm right here. I mean, I'm just not seeing an incredible rotation here, but I suppose it could be here. Union on up into there. Let's take a look at the data here. Confirmed tornado was over Union, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This tornado warning is for northeastern Franklin, west St. Charles, northwestern St. Louis, and southeastern Warren County until 9:30 p.m. Damaging confirmed tornado on the ground. And Union. Let's check some of these other tornado warnings. That's radar indicated. We'll just really quickly name that city. This is going to be for southeastern Warren County. Moving on further down the line, you got a cluster mess of tornado warnings down here. Central Crawford, central Franklin, northwestern Washington. Let's see here, until 9 p.m. This is a radar indicated tornado. On down below that, southeastern or southern Crawford, Washington County is until 9:30. That is radar indicated as well. Dent County, we've already covered Dent County. I'll move back down here into Arkansas a little bit again. Still radar indicated tornado warning for Stone County, southeastern Searcy County, central Izard County, north central Van Buren, and southeastern Baxter County until 9:45 p.m. But this is our main show right here, folks. This West Plains storm that we're looking very closely at here. And that rotation's gotten significantly worse. I do believe we have a tornado on the ground there. No question in my mind about it. Let's see here. Sorry for the flashing, folks. I'm messing with a setting I used to have here. I guess it's not working anymore. Oh, you're not seeing what I'm saying. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Somebody tell me these things. Boom. There you go. All right, so this is the vertically integrated liquid. Clearly, we got hail falling. But what I want to look at is correlation coefficient. I'm pretty sure we probably have a tornado on the ground at this moment here. This drop here, this is what some television stations call the debris tracker. And I believe this is debris falling out in front of the storm. Could be wrong, but I believe that's what that is. Alright, so I'm going to hush for a minute because my voice is hurting. I'm going to let y'all watch, and I'll be back here in a moment. No, you don't want to see me, you want to see this. Alright, we're seeing indication of a debris ball. Certainly, definitely tornado on the ground. We're going to get in on this webcam right here and see if we can see it. Alright guys, I want you to go ahead, if you can, to share this stream out and let's get it out there for folks because I think we're going to see a tornado. So here's our chaser. We've got a chaser just in White Plains. This is going to be seethestorm.net. Probably getting into the hell core right now, but you see this ball right here. Well, that's a little big. Let's try this again. This ball here, right east or south fork. That is a debris ball, folks. Very, very good indication that there is a very strong tornado on the ground. Go ahead and share this stream out. Let's get it out in front of as many people as we possibly can. Guys, I'm just trying to fix this camera here. There you go. That's more like it. So we're looking at West Plains, Missouri, just north of the Arkansas-Missouri border. Certainly believe we have a tornado on the ground right here. This chaser is going to be in the direct path of this tornado as of right now. He's got enough time. He should be able to get far enough south to get out of the path of it. But we need to watch this guy very, very closely. As a matter of fact, can I make it bigger? No, what we're going to get is what we're going to get. We're just going to watch this really closely here, folks. Share this out and make sure as many people are watching as they can. Definitely large or a lot of intense lightning here. Those people are in danger. Indeed, you're right, they are. Lots of lightning. Very, very dangerous situation evolving. Hopefully he's getting far enough south to get away from this potential tornado. Holy cow, folks. Just stand by. Let's watch this very closely. I do see hail falling. We do have hail falling on the camera right now. You can see a tree right here. Trying to get some indication of some winds here. Okay, here comes the winds going from left to right, left to right. Try to watch the trees and the lightning. Let's see if we see any real good indications here. This thing may be rain wrapped, folks, so we may not see it. Jump in the chat, folks, if you see it. If you see an actual tornado, jump in the chat. Winds seem to be increasing very quickly. Folks, if you're just joining, we're looking in southern Missouri right now. Very good indication of a tornado on the ground. This is the only chaser on the storm. Okay, that was a good lightning strike. Didn't see anything on the horizon. Of course, again, this may be rain wrapped. We may not see it. Guys, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button down low. Appreciate you being here. Did not see anything in that strike. If you see anything, let me know. See several of you joining the chat. Appreciate you being here. There's a car going down here, folks. This is not safe. Let's keep an eye on that car. Okay, that was a good lightning strike off in the distance. Didn't see anything. That's a good sign. Jason says it looks rain wrapped. I believe you're probably right. See how far we can see this car go. The one thing that I'm seeing, or I'm not seeing that is a good sign, is I'm not seeing any power flashes. Power flashes or transformers blowing, things like that. You'll see kind of like a green light across the sky, or at least across the horizon if you have power flashes. But then again, this could be rural area and there not be anything. That was a really good strike, and I'm not seeing anything. That's a good sign, folks. Okay, we're making a turn. Let's see the update on where we're at with this. Okay, radar scan has not updated his location, or at least, okay, it broke apart quite a bit, so it may have raised off the ground, which is a good thing. We don't want, you know, people to be hit by these. I know it makes for good video, but yeah, we don't want people to get hit by these by any stretch. Let's go around and check the horn here. This is still the tornado warning for Searcy, Izard, and Baxter County. Back up here in Missouri, we've got Crawford, Washington, Missouri. Further up north, this was the observed tornado for Franklin, St. Charles, St. Louis, and Warren counties. This was a confirmed and extremely dangerous tornado located over Gray Summit. Further beyond that, this is Calhoun, Jersey, Lincoln, and St. Charles County until 9:45 p.m. Tornado warning up there. This is one of those nights, folks. It's just impossible to cover all these. And there's another tornado. I want to see which one it is. It's the one I just read. I just read that one too. Okay, this is the new warning that just went out. This is it. Tornado warning for southeastern Franklin, northern Jefferson County, southwest St. Louis County, northeastern Washington County until 9:45 p.m. This is radar indicated rotation. This is going to include metropolitan St. Louis, I do believe. The very western suburbs. So very, very populated area. Let's get to work. 907, severe thunderstorm capable of producing tornado was near Lawndale, or 11 miles southeast of St. Clair, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation, quarter size hail. This includes St. Louis, Wildwood, University City, Baldwin, Kirkwood, Webster, Groves, Arnold, Manchester, Creve Coeur, Overland, Clayton, Crestwood, Town and Country, Eureka, Richmond Heights, Ladue, Sunset Hills, Des Peres, Brentwood, and Maplewood. This also includes Route 66 State Park, Castlewood State Park, and Mastodon Historic Site. Interstate 44 between mile markers 264 and 277. Interstate 55 between mile markers 187 and 191. So this is quite a dangerous situation developing up towards St. Louis. This does not include the metropolitan St. Louis area, but the western suburbs of St. Louis. Let me move up to a radar site that's closer to this one. There's another tornado warning. Let's see what this one is. Further up north, we're getting up towards Iowa and Illinois. Hit those real quick. I'm not going to read them verbatim, but tornado warning for Fulton County in west central Illinois, and Schuyler County. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. West central Illinois until 9:45. Also have another one further north. This is tornado warning for south central Warren and east central McDonough County until 9:15 p.m. That one will be wrapping up very shortly. Let's move back down here to this one and get to a closer radar site to it. Y'all, my radar software is doing it again. All right, so you're going to see me again here for a minute. Hang on. Or, let's do this. Switch there. And now back to here. Yep, now I got my radar image back. Okay, cool. It's just not crazy looking by any stretch of the imagination. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's go back to our one that we had the confirmed tornado on. Springfield radar. That radar picture is not updating. I think I'm having radar image issues. Guys, I'm going to give it a break. Okay. I love all these people that are getting at risk of these tornadoes, but frankly, I've got a lot going tomorrow. We're doing the HamFest, and I'm contractually obligated to cover that HamFest. So I want you to stay weather aware, stay aware of what's happening around you. Again, tomorrow I probably won't be able to live stream. At least, I probably won't be able to live stream at all because this will be affecting us. And as Skywarn assistant coordinator, I've got to handle those priorities there. So that's it for now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a good night and stay safe, stay weather aware. Get all your stuff charged up and ready to go. 73's A4WX. Dang, you wait now. WSCB 693.